cultivators. Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Ancestor of the Devil. I'm Roy, and Teacher Lon, I'm about to head in.
Teacher Lon, I'm about to head in.
Aight.
And I'm Fallon, but they call me Cellophane. Mr. Sue Cellophane shoulda been my name, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. That's what I got.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You did shake your ass and provide me the
I
good
got really-
clarification that you were going to sing me a Broadway song, so even though I don't know what the fuck it is.
I got really excited about it when I thought of it. It's probably very bad,
I'm proud of you.
but that's okay.
It's fine. It's
So,
good. Ray, the
Welcome back,
sorcerer
yeah.
has harmed me once more.
has he?
Yes.
How so?
You know the type of thirst that you get sometimes where, like, damn, I need a drink, but what you need is water?
I thought you were talking about the weird thirst, like what I got for Alucard suddenly after I binge watched the last season of Castlevania.
That's not weird,
I was
though.
like, oh fuck!
That's not weird, though!
It was just a weird wave. Sorry.
Look at him. Cannon bottom, too. So anyway.
Listen.
But, like, you know what I'm talking about? Where, like, you might have 100 cans of soda around you, but you need some water.
You just gotta guzzle it, yeah.
You gotta guzzle it. You're that type of thirsty. That is what Tencent Animation Studios Weibo is doing to me. Because they have given us so many high-quality, glossy PNGs of all of our friends that we know and love, our new friends from Yi City who we have varying opinions about, but they will give me Shui Yang with his titties out, but they will not give me a scrap of Daga.
Like Zombie Daga?
None of him! In any form!
They gotta keep him a secret! What they gotta show you Daga for?
Because
He's having the flashback thingy. Is it because of the flashbacks that we're gonna get?
they had better give us flashbacks!
Are they gonna be able to fit all that in 10 episodes?
How are they gonna not fit it in? How are they going to do this story? They have built it up. They have the big fucking arm.
Mm-hmm.
Big arm is canon. They ended the last season with Jiggy going down into his secret torture basement.
Yeah.
Which is a basement now.
Yeah.
In animation world.
Sure.
But there's just they speckle in just a nice little pepper of Daga throughout the show, and then they rob me this way.
It's cruel. It is cruel. I will say it's very
mean
cruel.
to me.
It's
Targeted
mean to you. It
meanness
is
to me.
targeting you specifically. It is homophobia.
Yeah.
But I think we have to see him, and I really think that Yi City, I hope that they don't fucking milk Yi City. I'm so sorry to everybody who likes Yi, the Yi trio, the Yi foursome, if you will.
Listen.
I don't like to dump on shit, but it's just not my favorite, and
Listen.
I don't know, man.
In a vacuum, I love and stan and support especially Ah-Ching and Song-On.
Yeah.
They did nothing wrong ever. They're very fucking good. Taking the entire picture in, they were done dirty, and I don't like to think about how they were done dirty.
Yeah.
But we live in capitalism hell world. I do understand the decision to take a look at the cow that is Yi City and say, give me that titty full of moo juice.
Yeah.
Because they know where the money is. The money is with the simps who look at Shui Yang's titties. His little cleavage hanging out.
The money is with the yandere simps. I know.
It's disgusting.
I'm aware. Listen.
Disgusting.
If you're into yanderes, good, more power to you.
More for you.
Give it to yourself a little bit more, would you please?
I don't want it. More for you. That's all it means to me.
Please, more for you.
More for you.
Oh my god, more. More, clearly more for you, because look at where we're going here with Ye City. We're probably gonna have a good 5 episodes of Ye City, I betcha.
Dude, I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's like 1 episode and they just put all of the shit in the trailers for marketing. I would laugh my ass off.
Absolutely.
I've said before they could do that entire arc in 1, if possibly 2 episodes.
Oh, they absolutely could. Ain't shit that happens in those, what is it, like 2 years, 4 years? No, it's like 2 years, right? That they're just like vibing, doing the same shit.
They're doing their domestic AU. They're playing Stardew Valley.
He's having his little cutesy fake boyfriend kill innocent people.
Yeah.
You know, just normal shit.
Give me Daga.
Please just give me Daga. I want to see that tore up, patched together, huge-bodied man. I want it in my eye holes.
Give me my Franken-zombie.
Give me my Largeman.
Give me any form of the him.
I really want to see flashbacks of him. I want to see more of him. I just really need to see more of him this season. I don't know why. They're still depriving us. I'm a thirsty little flower!
They're fucking hogging all of the Daga, and I've had enough of it. I've had it up to here.
I'm over it, dude.
I'm over it.
Just fucking hand it over.
Bogging all the Daga.
God.
Ridiculous.
Show Daga.
Show Daga.
Show Daga
or get the fuck out.
Daga hype.
Daga hype.
Daga Pog.
Daga Pog. What if Daga pogged?
What if Daga Pog? Be on the lookout for that this next season, y'all.
He should pog, I think.
What if Daga Pog? Daga Pog. That's a cellar door. Daga Pog.
Daga Pog. Wow.
Quit it.
Clownish. Interrupting our Daga Pog moment.
Daga Pog.
Daga Pog.
Woo! Show Daga.
Show Daga.
Show Daga or get the fuck out. That's exactly
They
it.
can make this up to me by showing Daga Pog.
Yeah. When he go, we gotta watch for that. We gotta watch for that like we gotta watch for an Amoong in the new season.
We do gotta watch for an Amoong. We're on a Mogus Watch 2K21.
Mogus Watch 2K21, that's right. Daga Watch 2K21 and Amogus Watch 2K21. They go hand in hand.
What if Daga
has 2 hands.
What if Daga was Amogus?
Daga Amogus. What if Daga was a sus, bro? Yo, that Daga is sus. Yo, that sect leader is sus.
Green kind of sus. This is the stupidest episode. That's what he said, though.
Yo. Yellow kind of sus.
Nobody believed him. He was the one that got kicked off the ship.
He did. They fucking booted him.
Disgusting.
After somebody else ripped the other man's torso off of his legs. Can you believe this?
I hate when that happens.
God, I know it's usually just kind of Wednesday for you, but...
My week isn't complete.
It's the freaking weeking, baby!
The freaking weeking, baby!
Gotta tear that torso off! Come on, let's go!
I'm gonna go through every frame of every episode of this season and look for a Moong.
I must find a Moong!
Give me a Mogus.
Computer, locate a Moong.
What? You know what's kind of... I mean, I've already pointed out that Jiggy wearing his hat is kind of a Moong.
It is very a Moong.
But I think Paperman Wei Wuxian has a lot of Amogus potential.
He is an imposter.
Hey! Oh, shit, I didn't even think of...
Got him!
I was just picturing a piece of paper cut out to look like Amogus.
He's an imposter!
Got him. Got him.
Off to a great start. We're here to talk about...
Supposedly.
We're
here to talk about the Amogus arc. No,
we're here to talk about the Amogus effect.
God.
We're here to talk about the man nobody knows, Mr. Susha, except for, God bless...
I know him.
One person that I follow who is a Susha stan.
We all know who this person is.
Absolutely.
Shout out.
At Moling Soup, you are appreciated.
Why are you not on this episode, honestly?
At Tupac Voice, you are appreciated. Dude, we should... I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, you want to be on this episode of the podcast where Susha gets owned?
And there's more Susha content in the future we can get.
Hold on.
There's
I want to see if they're free.
God. There's a whole chapter where everybody just points at him and goes simp.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's really true.
So that'll be good. But I know Susha. I also know, I know that this is the loyalty arc. Contrary to what I said before, this is not the Amogus arc, although that would be very good.
We like to hear the Amogus. That it's my favorite thing, actually.
I have summaries that I can do real quick because they're very short. Both of them together are not even a full screen size.
Fuck with these summaries.
Let's fuck with these summaries. Let's do it. Chapters 79 and 80, parts 1 and 2 of the loyalty arc. So, hey, remember the present? We're back in it.
That was very jarring to me.
Yeah.
That was very jarring to me.
It's been like 6 months since we were in the present in real world time.
Because it really took me a solid reread of the entire first page before I was like, now,
shit, yeah,
now, hold on.
Now rewind.
Are we sure?
I'm not wondering how I got here.
It definitely hurt a little bit to get recalibrated to that, but yeah.
Yeah, last time we were reading about this was like March or something. Anyway.
Oh dear God.
So, to recap, speaking of which, the entire cultivation world, minus the chief cultivator, has arrived at the demon slaughtering cave to Frankenstein mob murder Wei Wuxian because, quite literally, it wasn't enough to do this the first time.
No, of course not.
A lot of this chapter is just him getting yelled at. Most prominently by Susha, remember him. He's here.
Guess who just got yelled at?
Yeah!
They're like Wei Wuxian shuffling into the cave with Lan Wangji.
Pretty much. There's a skirmish with some zombies, and they realize that something has temporarily sealed off everyone's spiritual powers. Wei Wuxian uses logic and reason to determine that Susha probably did it, which he of course denies. Once Shishui offers testimony to back this up, and Susha's about to deny it, but he gets the Gusulan silencing spell cast on him by Wongi, and it's hilarious. So that's where we go into chapter 80, which is just a continuation of 79. Wei Wuxian uses more brain logic to, determine Susha's motive for all of this, and he publicly copyright claims Susha for stealing the Lan's music techniques to go use them in his new cool Moling Su sect, which branched off of them. He went there and he made his sect, and he did copyright crimes. Yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. Wei Wuxian says you're trying to make sure everything goes goofy because you're in cahoots with Jiggy, and Susha says, nuh-uh. Susha just goes, nuh-uh. But Wei Wuxian has receipts in the form of sheet music for the evil song that Wei Wuxian stole from Jiggy's evil torture room, which is the only way Susha would know the song he played to shut off everyone's cultivation. And then Susha pulls his sword out, and the chapter ends. Oh shit! This man out here doing some shit.
He's really being a bit of a, what would you call it? I was about to say cadaver. That's not it.
Bit of, you know what? He's being a little bit sus.
A little sus. Is there an imposter among us?
Is there?
Oh God, I gotta fucking stop. Gotta stop with that shit. Oh no.
The best part of this is how funny it would be, 10 months ago.
Oh my god. The best part of this is how funny it is currently within our circle of friends. Still.
Amogus.
Because we're poisoned.
I still can't believe I found a human being whose name legally was Gene
Amogus.
Gene Amogus. He had no idea. He never lived to have any idea.
Oh.
He couldn't have.
God. Rip to a real one.
Rip and rest, Gene Amogus. Anyway.
Holy shit.
The way they draw Susha and then Donghoy, his head is kind of Amogus. And no, we gotta read these fucking things. I'm sorry, God.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Fuck.
Amung Pequeño, let's fucking do this.
That was my little Amung Pog jam.
God damn it. Loyalty. So it's time for the Pog conference again, I guess.
So we're jumping right back into modern day.
Right back into modern day.
And it took me at least a page to realize that.
Because I mean, we get something that's I guess passing for a transition, where it's talking about how Wei Wuxian made a big ol' mess back in the day, and it took everybody 3 months to get their shit together enough to actually go and finish him off. And there's a line here that I really like, somewhere where we're back in the present, and it's talking about how basically the same thing is happening again, and Wei Wuxian is kind of looking at all of the people who are here to kill him again. And it says, some were the survivors of that night, others were the descendants of those cultivators, but even more were persons of justice who held the same beliefs as them. A person of justice.
Persons of justice. Sure.
What we need instead of cops is persons of justice.
I guess if that's what you want. Not these persons of justice, because these people were just going with the fucking flow.
Oh yeah, no, because Yi Wei Chun here decides, Mr. Got My Damn Legs Cut Off, says, Mr. Two Peg Legs,
God,
double peg legging it, says, the debts of blood you owe 3,000 people will never be repaid, not even if you die 1,000,000 times.
Oh, who wants to be Wei Wuxian this chapter?
Do you want to be him?
I'll be Wei Wuxian.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, 3,000 people? There were indeed 3,000 cultivators present that night at Nightless City, but so too were the leaders of the sects and many of their elites. With all of them present, could I have really killed all of the 3,000 people? Are you thinking too highly of me, or are you looking down on them?
He fucking get his ass, and this dude comes back. What do you think we're talking about here? How could there be bargaining to debts of blood?
It's not that I want to bargain about such a thing, but that I don't want my charges to be doubled just because of some words from another. I won't shoulder what I didn't do.
So then we get I think this is a special friend coming back.
A special friend!
As we say every time he appears, hey, do you remember Susha? And we always have to respond, no, I don't.
I don't. I'm legally required to say that no, I don't.
I think he probably gets the second most lines in this chapter, so I guess I should be him.
Yeah, be Susha.
Fuck, what's a Susha voice, though?
Pretentious, trying to be something that he's not, trying to maybe sound a little more elevated than he is normally.
Oh god, what is a Susha voice? Fuck! The worst part about this, and Argyle, if you're listening, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but 1,000,000 years ago, Argyle, friend of the Us, did sign up to voice him, and ever since then, this is just one of the characters where, the voice has just kind of latched onto it.
You want to just kind of try and emulate an Argyle type one?
That's not gonna happen. I don't know how to do an Argyle voice. Argyle, if you're listening, this is not a reflection on you.
Argyle does have a very wonderful, unique voice.
Argyle has a very good voice. I do like to hear Argyle talk, but, what's a Susha voice? I gotta sound like a fucking asshole.
If you would like to listen to Argyle's voice, you can listen to Kamurocho Radio.
You can also listen to Pot of Greed.
To Pot of Greed, which Fallon was just on.
Yeah! Okay, let's see here. squeak my chair around a little bit. Maybe
Do a
that'll
little
help.
squeaking.
Squeaking? What you didn't do? What is there that you didn't do?
Wait, Sean's like, how much time do you have?
Hear me out, motherfucker.
For example, I'm not the one who cut Chifongzun apart.
He's counting on his little fingies.
Ding. Ding. I'm holding my hand out and counting on my fingers. I'm not the one who forced Madame Jean to take her own life at Core Tower.
Mr. Cinema Sins.
I'm not the one who controls all of those corpses you ran into when you rushed up the mountain either.
And why does he call him this patriarch Yeeling? I've always heard that you're arrogant, yet now you're being so humble. If not you, I really can't think of anyone in this world who can control so many fierce corpses, putting up such a good fight with us.
You really can't think of anyone? Anyone can do it if they have the tiger seal.
Isn't the tiger seal one of your weapons? Atheists?
Now it's time to ask just whom it is that treasures it so much. It's like Wan Ning. Back then, some certain sects or so were scared to death of the ghost general. They said they'd kill him on the surface, but behind their backs they hid him for over 10 years. How strange! Who was the one that said his ashes had been scattered back then?
Not naming names, but they might rhyme with Bon Bing Bin sect. Not to make a call-out
The
post.
Borks Babitzt Bow?
So, everybody, in unison, everyone looked across at the Lanling Jinsect's disciples who were present. Everybody's just fucking owning them.
You could hear a pin drop, baby.
God. And Susha's like, you really don't have to make up stories.
And people are like, oh, suddenly there's a little bit of a ruckus in the forest.
Mm-hmm. But thankfully, Lan Qiren is here to be the only person in this cave with a brain and, like, dignity intact. Because he's like, be careful, everyone. The second wave of corpses is here. Because, remember, everybody's getting inundated by zombies. That's also happening.
Yeah, that's... While this epic ownage is also occurring, another type of ownage is making an attempt to occur.
Yeah, the Frankenstein mob is coming up.
So, half of the group... And there's like, how many people did it say there were? There's like 1,000 people here.
There's a lot of...
There's like 500 or 1,000
There's many
people
people.
There's a shitload of people here.
Yeah.
So half that group goes to take care of the zombies, but the other half just kind of like stays there.
They're here to get the tea. They want to find out what the fuck is up.
They stay posted up on Wei Wuxian, half because they're wary and half because they kind of want the tea.
Yeah, they're watching this. They're going, ooh, Sect Leader Sue, let's see.
And Wei Wuxian goes, I said already that these corpses aren't under my control. If you have the time to look at me, perhaps you should look at them instead.
Get their asses. He's going off. So everybody just starts doing a fighting. Zhangcheng comes up and he's got a whip and he's got his cool whip. He's got Zijian. He slashes some corpses to pieces with it, which rules.
He fucking does that shit.
And he immediately takes his opportunity to scold the baby.
He's like, Jin Liang, do you want your legs or not?
What he meant was that he'd break Jin Liang's legs if he still refused to come back. However, such a threat was something that Jin Liang had heard over and over again. He'd never done it for real.
And thus, he glanced at Zhangcheng, but still didn't move.
You want my wigs? I can do what I want, Juju.
Whatever, Juju. Zhangcheng's like, fuck it, whatever, okay. And so he, like, goes to whip Jin Liang to, like, get him towards him. But Zijian just kind of, like, doesn't do it.
Yeah.
At all.
Interesting.
Which is really, that's kind of something.
Yeah, he looks at his hand where now he's got his little ring-a-ling, and his hand has a little bit of blood on it, and he wipes it off, and Jin Liang goes, Juju! It says uncle, but come on, he's saying Juju.
Absolutely. So he looks around and pretty much everybody is having a cheeky bit of nosebleed.
Yeah, it's weird. And everybody nosebleed, so some rando goes, what's happening?
My spiritual powers are gone!
Shishan, come help for a bit, something happened over here.
So Bichan is still working.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
Bichan always is working. Bichan is exhausted from carrying every single battle.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, her back must hurt so bad. So she goes for some of the corpses, and then everybody is experiencing this though. So they start like
everybody's kind of
towards the demon slaughtering cave.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is going on? And
what's going on?
Right now, the cultivators who were prepared to have a grand battle up at Burial Mound had suddenly lost their spiritual powers. Not only had the sword glares disappeared and the talismans failed, even the melodies of the Gusulan sect and the Mulling Su sect's disciples had become ordinary sounds, losing the exorcising abilities.
The situation was reversed.
The situation... So, yeah, everybody's been, hit with that normal juice.
Except for Lan Wangji.
Except for Lan Wangji.
Wongi's still doing it, but, like, unfortunately, he's by himself, so there's not a whole lot he can do, even if he's, like, juiced as fuck.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's going, what's going on? Everybody's running around.
Oh, when Ning comes out to help.
Yeah, because he's a good boy. I'm here to help, what's up? And, Sishui, runs out. And he's like, everyone, come here! Come inside the demon slaughtering cave! There's a large array on the ground of the cave! It's missing some parts, but it should work if it's mended. It should be able to manage for a while. And then, the
cultivators are like, oh, shit, alright, maybe.
Yeah, they're like, let me get my shit back. And Susha's mad, though. Nobody going. It must be a trap. There must be even greater dangers lying inside for us.
And Wei Wuxian is like, fucking really? So he spreads out a shitload of talismans just, to try and help. And he goes, dying outside is dying. Dying inside is dying too. You're dying anyways, and you can at least put it off a bit if you come inside. Why are you hurrying all these people to die sooner?
And then Huaisong is here.
Huaisong.
Thank God.
I love this very telling, although his words made quite a lot of sense, because he was the one saying them. The people were even more scared to go in. Jesus fucking Christ.
We were talking in the Discord, last night and this morning about just kind of how it really is the case that the overarching theme of this novel is that people are fucking stupid.
People are just dumb.
People hate to hear the truth.
It's ridiculous.
And so then it goes on. Others were able to manage for a while with their spiritual powers stripped away, but Niu Huaisong couldn't. Everyone knew that he was both timid and untalented. So fucking rude. He wasn't ambitious either and didn't work hard as a cultivator. Just fucking owning. But hey, he was caught off guard by the sudden change of events and didn't receive any wounds, only from his personal guard's protection. So these guys are ride or die.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you be for Niu Huaisong?
Why wouldn't you be ride or die? Listen, if you're listening to this podcast, you have signed an implicit oath that you are ride or die for Niu Huaisong.
Sorry, she's the mascot.
Sorry. And Huaisong goes, do you want to be Huaisong?
Oh my god. Yeah. Sure. Are you all going to go in or not? If you don't, I'll go in first. Excuse my absence. Quick. Everyone come in.
Chop. I'm going. See ya.
Yeah, I'm hitting it. Come on, deuces.
Yeah. And he really was as anxious as a dog that had lost its owner, as scared as a fish that had escaped the net.
Yeah, Huaisong is just herding all of his boys into,
yeah, Huaisong's like...
all of them kids into the demon slaughtering cave. He's not taking no chances.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch me out here. I'm gonna die. I got no business dying out here. And,
I'm a delicate flower.
Look how cute I am. Do you think I can really die out here? Come on. I wore my best robes out here. Please.
And so Ouyang Shishan, who is everybody's favorite,
says the best 4-word sentence I can think of.
Go ahead. You can do it.
Dad, stop killing them! I don't know why. That's just tickling me. Trust me, come in. We just went into the cave some time ago. There aren't any traps inside.
And I fear the other kids are like, yeah, there really is a big array on the ground.
Juju, come in!
So Zhangcheng, is still trying to do it with Sandu.
He's trying.
And he's going, you can shut up! Why?
Juju!
For what?
but whatever. Jin Liang manages to wrangle Juju inside, and then Huaisang is like all the way back in there already, just booked it.
And Jok Chung is so tired that this 14-year-old boy is able to drag him into the demon slaughtering cave. He just gives up.
Yeah. And then Huaisang is calling from inside of the cave.
Oh my god. Everyone come in. It's quite big inside. Could have seen you come in and help mend the array on the ground. I can't. I don't know how to mend it.
And everybody, 3 large words appeared in everyone's mind. Good for nothing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I don't know how to do
shit.
it.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't wanna. It's like, I'm like tired. It's gonna get all over my fingers, and like I just washed my hands. I like moisturized. I don't want to do it. I don't even know.
I don't want to do it. So we get a little bit of spicy Lan Shiren perspective.
Yeah, we get some uncle nephew drama, more uncle nephew drama for the second time on the same page with a different uncle nephew pair.
I'm sorry, this book is nothing but uncles and nephews. True. Are you kidding me?
The moral of this story is uncle.
Many uncle.
Wangi is playing his thing, and he looks up and he shouts at Lan Shiren, and Lan Shiren doesn't want to go inside the cave. He's like, man, I came out here. I have too many boys to be responsible for. And there's all these djinns that I gotta be in charge of, because I gotta do everything around here.
God.
This man...
The martyr complex on this man.
He was responsible for many Lan sect cultivators and the Jin sect cultivators who had been left to his command. He's just gotta do fucking everything around here.
Literally.
Because Shichen is over getting his bump and dump with Jiggy, and he just said, hey, uncle, take care of this. Yeah. And then, because both of them at the same time... had to call Lan Shiren up and be like, hey, can you babysit our boys and go kill some guys for us, please? We have, like, important sect leader business to attend to, wink wonk.
Lan Shiren's like, I fucking guess? Fine.
I guess you're the cultivator, or you're the sect leader, so,
Jesus Christ.
Fucking poor Lan Shiren, he's just out here. All he wanted to do was teach his 10th grade philosophy class. And he's got to be in charge of everything.
But Lan Shichen had to be useless.
Yeah,
so that's unfortunate.
He had to go get one for the road.
One more for the road!
And, so everybody's, like, trying to go inside, but one sect's people are just hanging out.
They're chilling.
They are vibing. They are straight vibing. And Wei Wuxian is looking at them. Guess what? It's the Moling Su sect.
Wei Wuxian's like, huh?
Huh?
Huh? Sect leader Su, aren't you going in? Very well. Then you can stay outside. But everyone's out of spiritual powers, right? If you stay outside, won't you be seeking your own death? Such commendable courage.
And Su's just like, And, but eventually he leads his guys in. Lan Shiren is in there helping Huaisang out, which is cute. It's really good. That's a pair of people that I want to see interact. That's gotta be fun.
Who?
Huaisang. Yeah, Lan Shiren and Huaisang.
Yeah.
He's still out here helping his worst student.
He's absolutely. I mean, he has no choice but to do it now.
He's like, oh, this one's the sect leader now. All right.
God damn it.
I know how it's been.
Fine.
Come here. And
I know it's been rough on you, little buddy. Let's get this done.
Little buddy. You poor little asshole. And, Wending is guarding the stairs, throwing away the corpses that were the nearest. And Wei Ying and Wang Yi are, they're kind of just waiting, to do their thing. And eventually they start to go in. And, then we get some more uncle-nephew drama, because Wang Yi, once they come in, Wang Yi's like, uncle?
Cause, he's hanging out quite close to, Wei Wuxian there.
Yeah, and this is also the first time they've seen each other since Wang Yi just dipped with the the traitor Wei Wuxian, formerly known as Mo Xuan Yu.
He dipped to go adventure for a little bit.
Yeah, the sense of disappointment hadn't left Lan Qiren's heart yet.
Oh my god!
As of the moment, he still didn't want to look at the disciple whom he was so proud of having taught him throughout all those years. Ouch!
Ugh.
And he looks at Wei Ying and he's like, just what do you intend on doing?
Nothing. But since you're here already, why not have a chat?
And then we get Mr. Yi Wei Chun again. There's nothing for us to chat about with you.
How could there be nothing to chat about? I'm not buying it. Don't you want to know how you've suddenly lost your spiritual powers? From the bottom of my heart, I'm not so powerful as to have done something to all of you without anyone noticing.
And he goes, pfft. But then Huaisong speak up.
Yeah, I think he makes a lot of sense.
Cop for your boy!
Cop for your boy! And even after all these years.
Huaisong is
after all these years.
the realest of the real ones.
And nobody likes to hear that. Everybody just looks at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like you have any place to speak.
Absolutely not. None whatsoever.
But Huaisong is so fucking real. Huaisong, we're ride or die for Huaisong, and Huaisong is ride or die for Wei Ying.
That's fucking it.
Rules. It's bottom solidarity.
Huaisong, do that shit.
Do that shit.
And Wei Wuxian goes on, he's like, I'm guessing that before you came here for the siege, you didn't have the time to gather up and have a meal together, so you shouldn't be under any sort of poison.
He's doing brain math.
He's thinking out loud, you know?
And Sishui's following along. He's also doing brain math.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not poison. I've never heard of a poison that could dissolve one's spiritual powers so suddenly. Or else it would definitely be sought after by many cultivators at high prices, and the rumors would be an uproar.
And there are some medics in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
There's some doctors on the plane.
Yep.
So they feel some people's
Is there a doctor in the cave?
Spiritual meridians.
Mm-hmm.
There's some doctors in the cave, absolutely. And everybody's like, how is it? Is the disappearance of our spiritual powers temporary or permanent?
And they kind of, like, I guess, assess the situation. They do a little group huddle, doctor's huddle, which is what doctors are known for doing.
Mm-hmm.
Before every surgery, all of the doctors gather together in a huddle and they give each other a little pep talk.
Yeah.
You can do it, buddy. And then they break up and they go, everyone, your golden cores are unharmed. There's no need to worry. It should be temporary. But old JC...
It's temporary? How long is temporary? When should we recover?
Which he says while Jin Liang passes him a little hanky and he's wiping the blood off his face.
Just giving him a little dabberoo.
Yeah, a little dabberoo from me to you. I'm afraid at least 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yikes, a ruse! So everybody's upset.
They're like, what the fuck? That's in a life or death situation, that's fucking forever.
Yeah, that's
oh no.
Not great, because as we can see, if you look out the cave, there's just a big old wall of corpses. Many zombie, and
they're ready.
Yeah, and also the Yiling Patriarch is in here, who everybody hates. And they think he's just gonna go ape on him at any second.
Oh yeah.
But the thing about Mr. Wei Ying Patriarch, as what almost came out of my mouth.
Wei Ying Patriarch.
I mean, you're
Patriarch. Not wrong.
It's taken me 73 episodes to finally accidentally say Wei Ying Patriarch.
Wonderful.
But he's still doing his brain math.
So they look at Wei Wuxian again, and Wei Wuxian's like, I said already that there's no need for you to look at me. Inside of this cave, there are only 2 groups of people whose spiritual powers remain. Han Guangjun and I form one group. The children who have been brought up the mountains a few days ago form the other. It's not inaccurate if I describe the rest of the people as absolutely powerless, is it? If I wanted to do anything to you, would the children be able to stop me?
And then, I hope that snort comes up on the thing. I don't see a fucking whatever.
Just go.
Oh yeah, that's a good noise. Yeah, that's what it is. Stop with the nonsense. If you want to kill us, so be it. Anyone who makes a single noise doesn't deserve to be called a hero. Don't expect that anyone would beg for your pity either.
And the people are like, true. Ooh. So it says, among the 1,000 people, only around 20 were here for vengeance.
Hey, among the 1,000 people.
Among... The rest only participated thoughtlessly when they heard that there'd be a siege. So they heard there was going to be some murder, and they got really excited about it.
I want to kill him! I want to kill him!
One could say that they were only bystanders of justice, only here because of their own sense of morality. These only wanted to go along the flow of the main groups in the lead. To be able to kill a few of Wei Wuxian's corpse dogs would be quite a prestigious act. But if they were really asked to pay the price, not many people would want to join. And Wei Wuxian looks at Susha and he goes, I'm sorry, but I have to ask, who are you?
Get fucking wrecked. He's so fucking mad. The veins popped slightly from Susha's forehead.
Oh, Jesus. It's like an influencer with 150,000 followers on TikTok coming to a coffee shop.
Oh my god.
Being like, sorry, you don't know who I am?
I got no idea who the fuck you are. I'ma keep it real with you, Chief.
Not even remotely.
He's about to go off, but then Jingyi comes in. Do you want to be him or do you want me to be him? Because I've been, I guess we've both been Jin Liang. I have been Sushui, though.
I'll be Jingyi.
Yeah.
And so? It's not poison, and so?
Wei Wuxian immediately forgot about Susha. This fucking rules.
It literally says Wei Wuxian immediately forgot about
It's
Susha.
so good.
And so, people wouldn't lose their spiritual powers with no reason, after all. There had to be a method and a particular moment. Before you went up Burial Mound or on your way here, there must have been either something that all of you made contact with, or something that all of you did. The children were brought here a few days back, so the timing is off. While Han Guangjun and I didn't use the same mountain path as you did, so the location is off. Would anyone like to think about what you all did?
And then someone responded helplessly, and we find out in the next paragraph that it's Huaisong.
What we all did? When we went up Burial Mound, we all drank water, didn't we? I can't remember. I don't know.
Who would respond to Wei Wuxian in such an untimely manner, do whatever he said, and think whatever he said?
The only one would be that head shaker.
That head shaker. That little head shaker.
And then somebody else is like,
nobody drank anything on our way up the mountain. Who dare drink the water on a mountain of corpses?
Then have we all inhaled the fog in the mountains?
Es posible.
Es posible. Es posible.
Es posible.
Yeah, somebody literally was like, es posible.
Yeah.
And Jin Liang is like,
oh, we need an actual him voice instead of just
yeah.
Get back you. It's impossible. Fog is thicker at the top of mountains, but yet we've already been tied up at the top for 2 entire days. Our spiritual powers are still here, aren't they?
And Susha, like, almost blows his top.
Oh yeah, he's about to fucking lose it. He's seriously, I'm at the end of my rope.jpg.
Yep.
Enough, isn't it? So you've really started to talk with him. Is it fun getting so carried away by him?
And he just, like, his shit just stops mid-sentence. He just completely cuts off. Wei Wuxian's like, go on. Why don't you continue?
But his boys are like, what the fuck is going on? And they start trying to, they're shouting at him.
Seculator, what's wrong?
Yeah, and then one of them, who's real close to him, gets real mad. And he's like, Wei Wuxian, what hex did you perform this time?
Because Susha, he throws the dudes off, and then he points at Wei Wuxian, and then he points directly up at Lan Wangji.
Which is just a hilarious maneuver. Like, what is that trying to indicate other than, like, yeah, it was you guys, but it's like, first Wei Wuxian and then Lan Wangji, you did it because you're sucking his dick. Or what are they fucking trying to say? But
Lan Wangji only did it because he wants to hear Wei Wuxian speak, obviously. I mean, that's, like, literally what it is, which is so fucking hilarious to me.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Like, turbo simp. Turbo simp mode in these two chapters.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
And Lan Zhishui is like,
it's not a hex. It's Lan Wangji, who sat all prim and proper on the side, laid the fingers of his right hand over the guqin, halting the vibrations of the 7 strings. The disciples, chattering with excitement, all suddenly turned into ducks whose necks had been gripped, their noises coming to an abrupt stop. All of the Lan sect's people who were present commented in silence. This was the silencing spell of the Gusu Lan sect.
You
Fuck
know
yes.
it.
This is so good.
Fucking hilarious.
Just fucking off to the side, like, I'm gonna shut this man up. I've had enough of this dude.
Literally just had enough of this man.
Yeah. Not asking a soul for anything, just like, I've had it up to here. Enough of this fucking guy.
Like, I call it petty, but it's the end of someone's patience.
It's
100%.
so good. Lan Wangji, go off. He deserves it.
A man just goes from 0 to 100.
It rules.
In all aspects.
Wangji's so good. Oh my god, he's so good.
So that's the end of chapter 79.
And then we go into chapter 80.
Moving into chapter 80.
When the cave that was vibrating with noise had finally calmed down, Lan Wangji turned to Wei Wuxian. You can continue. I got this, babe. This man bothering you? Literally.
Meanwhile, Wei Wuxian is the, excuse me, he asked for no pickles?
Yeah, they are, God. Jesus Christ. He asked for no pickle.
He asked for no pickle?
And Susha is just on fire. He's so mad.
Hates it.
Oh my god, he's so mad. And
what, compared to the anxiousness of being unable to open his mouth and attack Wei Wuxian, what bothered him more was the shame of having been subdued by Lan Wangji.
It's so good. He could only look across at Lan Qiren, however, with a cold expression on his face, Lan Qiren didn't move at all. Usually, Lan Qiren was entirely able to lift the spell, and if a Lan Sect senior was the one who lifted the spell, out of respect, Lan Wangji definitely wouldn't put the spell on him again. Unfortunately, many conflicts had passed between the Moling Su sect and the Gusu Lan sect, and thus, as of the moment, Lan Qiren didn't seem like he was going to lift the spell for him at all.
As of the moment?
He's like, nah, you know what?
I'm just gonna see how it pans out.
I'm gonna see how this goes. Under these circumstances, I gotta hand it to my nephew who I'm mad at.
And then everybody finally realizes that the thing that has been happening is that every single time somebody pipes up against Wei Wuxian when baby is speaking.
When baby is speaking.
They get silenced.
God, it's
by Lan
so
Wangji.
Fucking good, dude. Oh,
and so,
God.
So everybody shuts up and then says, that being said, at such times there would always be warriors unscared of death who'd speak up, mocking.
Wei Wuxian, you really are the Yiling Patriarch, aren't you? How assertive of you. So you're trying to stop people from saying anything?
And Wei Wuxian's like, how strange.
Senior Wei, what is strange?
Sect leader Su, he's been acting strange ever since quite a while ago. Back when the corpses surrounded us, he encouraged those who lost their spiritual powers to not seek shelter and instead hurry to their deaths. And now he's stopping me from asking him anything. On top of those, he's been trying to irritate me, as if he's scared that you'll live a moment longer. What does this mean? Is this the way to be a good ally?
He's doing performative allyship.
Oh, God forbid. And it's like people are starting to see a little bit of sense in what Wei Wuxian is saying now.
Mm-hmm. All Wei Wuxian had to do was reveal the truth of his beliefs and his thoughts and his brain math in, like, the voice of fucking, like, Mike That chapter. Just like... He's just, like, narrating all of it like he doesn't know what it is, but at the end he's gonna be like, no, it wasn't a good way. Let's have a goo. So he's like...
Let's have a goo.
So everybody's like, alright, okay, I see how it is. And then he turns to Wangji and he whisper, because he's got secret ideas and he's gonna check up on him.
Yeah, he goes, Han Guangjun, let me ask you, Both the
horny
Gusu
whispers.
Lan sect
Good
and the
work,
Moling
Ray.
Su sect cultivate through music. And both Gusu and Moling are in the Jiangnan region, not far away from each other. Generally speaking, shouldn't you be friendly with each other? Why do I feel like the sects don't have a good relationship?
And Sishui and Jingyi they wriggled their way over.
They're eavesdropping little bastards.
And Jingyi, of course, is like, it just like barks up like a little Pomeranian.
And Jingyi goes, of course they don't have a good relationship.
He's a little yippy dog. He's just a little yap yap dog. And Wangi's like, the Moling Su sect was a branch of the Gusulan sect.
Hushan's like, what?
Hey! Sishui covered Jingyi's mouth, whispering, Senior Wei, you might not know this. The Moling Su sect was the sect that a foreign disciple built after he broke away from the Gusulan sect. But because of where he studied, his sect's techniques tend to be similar to those of the Gusulan sects. They cultivate through music as well. Even the sect leader Susha's first-class spiritual weapon is the 7-string guqin, like Hangguangjun's.
And Wei Wuxian is just fucking speechless.
He's like,
are you kidding me, bro? Like, are you serious?
He's like creeping into you like Krabby Patty's don't use Squidward face.
Susha got caught out too. Susha's just sitting there like,
He's like, ooh.
And Lan Jingyi like fights his way out of Lan Sishui's grip, and he's like, not only that, it gets even more peculiar. Sect Leader Su, fine, I know I have to be quiet. Sect Leader Su not only learns everything, but he is also quite annoyed by others saying that he's imitating her Hangguangjun. He gets angry at once. How could such a person exist in the world?
How could such a person exist in the world? Why would he get mad when he's being called a Walmart Great Value copy of our Hangguangjun?
God!
Now, I don't remember if I've brought this up on the show before, but I do remember, like, a thread somebody made one time talking about how, like, everybody thinks that Susha is imitating Wangi, but actually, what if he's trying to copy Shichen?
Ah!
Because he knows that you know who Shichen is close to, and you know who Susha is a fucking simp for.
That's very true. I like it.
Folks, I hope you can hear me leaning in and tilting my head in a hey, think about it way.
We're thinking about it.
We're thinking about it. And
so Jingyi just gets louder.
louder and louder, and Susha's like, Jingyi!
And Susha, of course, hears everything with clarity.
And he's so mad, and so...
he's like, oh my god. So he finally lifts the spell by force, and he sounds like he ate 10,000 bees.
He has aged 10 years. The Gusulan sect, famed for righteousness, full of talents, top of the entire world of cultivation. So this is how you teach your disciples.
And then Ouyang Shishen's dad speaks up.
Yeah.
And he's like, Sect Leader Su, in front of such a great enemy, let's not fall out with those who are our own.
Those who are our own? Look at the Gusulan sect. Every one of them has hit it off with Wei Wuxian. Do they really count as our own?
And the Gusulan sect is like, excuse me?
Yeah, don't you put that on me.
Absolutely not.
And Lan Qiren is like, he gives him a look, but he's not gonna say anything.
And there's somebody older and very talented.
Yeah, somebody wise.
Out. He's like,
enlightened with wisdom.
With wisdom. Su-min-shan, even if you are not of the Gusulan sect anymore, you should still watch your words.
Watch your words, young man. And then another little Su disciple comes out. Our sect leader has long since broken off from the Gusulan sect. What right do you have to talk to him this way?
And Lan Jingyi goes off again.
He goes off.
The fact that your sect leader can be in such a position right now was because of the Gusulan sect's teaching back then anyways. So we can't say anything, even as he bites the hand that fed him.
He's fucking... Jingyi comes up and says, my dad can beat up your dad.
Pretty much.
So everybody starts arguing. The fucking Gusu people are going off against the Su people, and They argue for a while, but then, there's, or I guess the Sioux people are like, there are so many disciples in the Gusulan sect, don't tell me that any one of them can establish their own sect. That's a bit too contemptuous, isn't it?
And somebody from the Gusulan sect is like, who is the one being contemptuous here? I wonder which sect played their exorcism melodies all wrong and still does not realize it.
And then Wei Wuxian gets the brain blast of a fucking lifetime.
He's like, it's not the food or the environment.
And everyone goes, huh?
You all forgot that after you came up the mountain, there was one other thing that you all did.
What is it?
Killing the corpses.
Oh, and Lil Zizhan's here. Oh, maybe it's the same as back in Yi City, where there was something like a poisonous powder in the corpses' mouths? Dad, when you were killing those corpses, did strangely colored powder come out of the corpses' bodies?
And, sect leader Ouyang is like, there wasn't any powder. There wasn't.
Then what about liquids? And then here comes JC, who's mad, as always.
JC's like, enough. If strange powder or liquids were sent out the corpses' bodies after they were killed, we wouldn't be so weak as to not have noticed anything odd.
And Zizhan's like, oh. Like, fucking of course Zhangcheng speaks up to own a 14-year-old.
He's an idiot. What a dick.
He's gay, but he's homophobic.
Yeah, and Wei Wuxian's like, it is indeed related to killing corpses. However, the problem isn't the corpses, but the people who were killing the corpses.
This fucking guy, Wei Wuxian, is such a troll. He's just out here like, he could say at any minute exactly what his conclusion is, but he's like waiting for everybody to put it together on their own.
He wants to drag it out for fun.
So
he wants
good.
to turn it into a teaching moment.
Oh yeah, his smile is growing bigger and bigger like the fucking Grinch.
Absolutely.
And he looks at Lan Qiren.
He turns over, he's like, Senior Lan, I'd like to ask you a question.
And Qiren looks at Wang Yi, and he's like, if you had a question, why would you ask me instead of asking him?
Ah! It says Lan
Ask your
Qiren.
boyfriend.
Lan Qiren was pedantic, but he wasn't oblivious. He realized that something was strange as well, which was why he listened for so long despite his temper. His face, though, was still quite dark. But while Wei Wuxian was familiar with his temper ever since he was young, and after that, he'd seen the tempers of countless more people, he had long since stopped caring. Thinking that this was the uncle who brought Lan Wangji up all on his own, he was even more certain that there was nothing to fret over. And he goes,
this guy gets mad with...
and he smiles. He goes, well, I was worried that you'd get mad if I asked him too many things in front of you, wasn't I? But since you've told me to ask him already, I'll go ahead and ask. Lan Zhan, the Moling Su sect was a sect that branched off from the Gusulan sect, right? Although it's branched off, the Moling Su sect's techniques still use the Gusulan sect's techniques as reference, right?
Yes.
One of the Gusulan sect's techniques, the Sound of Vanquish, has the effect of exorcising evil. Amongst them, the 7-stringed Guqin was the most powerful, and so there is the greatest number of people who cultivate through the Guqin.
Amongst.
The Moling Su sect did the same, and the Guqin is the most common in their sect as well. Is that correct?
That is correct.
This is literally a fucking, cross-examination.
This is fucking hilarious. I know.
Anybody who doesn't take the opportunity to make Wei Wuxian, a prosecution lawyer or something.
Fucking ace attorney ass.
He'd be a defense lawyer.
Yeah.
On the real. And Wei Wuxian goes, although the Moling Su sect leader left the Gusulan sect with knowledge of its techniques when he founded his own sect, his own Guqin skills weren't anything special, and the disciples he taught often make many mistakes too, right?
Yes. This guy sucks at his
honesty.
This guy sucks at his chosen weapon, doesn't he? And he's a shitty teacher too, right?
And so Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji continue this shit, just talking like nobody's listening.
I know, more and more people realize that they weren't only mocking Susha, but rather taking something apart. So this is actually a brain move.
So Wei Wuxian seems to notice this, and he goes, and that means, even when a section of the battle melodies that the Moling Su sect played when killing corpses on Burial Mound was wrong, The Gusulan sect wouldn't find it unusual and only think that they had made a mistake because of their inferior techniques and remembering the sheet music wrong, not taking the time to notice whether it was an accidental mistake or a mistake on purpose. Is this the case?
And Susha is fucking losing it. He starts getting ready to get that sword out.
He knows he's about to do it. He's kind of got it. He's ready. And Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji look at him and see him doing this shit, and they're like,
And Wangji's like, this is the case. And Susha gets that sword out, and he is so fucking mad, because they're just copyright claiming him.
Yeah!
Yeah!
100%!
Yeah, on behalf of Gusulan Enterprises. And, Wei Wuxian is like,
He does a 2-fingy blade push. Just pushes it gently to the side, because it's not magical right now.
Yeah.
And he smiles again.
Yeah.
He goes, what are you doing? Don't forget, you've lost all your spiritual powers. Would threatening me like this do anything?
And Susha's just like, aiming at me for so long. Just what are you trying to imply?
Was I understanding things so much that you thought I was implying?
Green text implying?
Then I'll be a bit clearer. Everyone here lost their spiritual powers because they did one thing in common. What was it? Killing corpses. When killing the corpses, sect leader Su of the Moling Su sect came up along with you all. He pretended to be using his guqin to fend off the corpses, but without anyone noticing, he had already changed a section of the battle songs to be another melody, one that had caused people to lose their spiritual powers temporarily. You fought in the bloodbath, but while he fought with you on the surface, behind his back,
This is slander!
Many of the Gusulan sect's guqin cultivators are here, right? Back when you were coming up the mountain, there were mistakes in the battle melodies of the Moling Su sect played, weren't there?
He's getting expert testimony.
Yeah.
And they're all like, yes, there were.
All right. Sect leader Su, you knew that many of the Gusulan sect's people were filled with scorn towards you in the Moling Su sect, and so you used this scorn to your advantage. Dark songs can be used to harm others, but they have requirements as to the spiritual powers of the person who plays them. If you were alone, of course you wouldn't be able to perform it to the degree that almost 1,000 people lost their spiritual powers, and thus, you brought with you all of the guqin cultivators of the Moling Su sect so that they could play with you. Amongst the sects present here...
A moon counter at 3 at least now.
Yes. Only the Gusulan sect would be able to notice what was wrong, but they held scorn towards you. Even if they noticed that you played the battle songs wrong, they'd only think you were so unskilled that you even taught your disciples wrong.
And Huaisong is like, of course Huaisong is hanging on every single word of this going, ooh, tea!
Oh my god, is there really such a dark song in the world that could make whoever heard it lose their spiritual powers?
I love that Huaisong is the one that asks this too.
Uh-huh.
For reasons. I wonder why Huaisong would be so interested in this.
Wei Wuxian's like, why not? The sounds of the guqin can fend off evil, so why can't they summon evil instead? There's a song collection from Dongying called Collection of Turmoil. The songs collected inside are all dark songs around the region of Dongying. There were even songs that could be used to kill someone, so why couldn't there be a song that makes someone temporarily lose their spiritual powers? Senior Lan Shiren is right here with us. Ask him. Is there such a book inside the room of forbidden books in the Gusulan sect's library pavilion?
And Susha, brushes himself off. He's getting his courage back. He's not mad. He's not mad.
He's regrouping. He's not mad. He's laughing, actually.
He's laughing, actually. Even if such a song exists, back when I was studying in Gusu, I wasn't at all able to go into the room of forbidden books, and so I couldn't have seen it. Afterward, I haven't walked a single step inside of the cloud recesses either, and I've never even heard of such a book. You, on the other hand, are so familiar with Collection of Turmoil, and you've been abnormally close with Han Guangjun too. Compared to me, you have a greater chance of gaining contact with this book, don't you? Your own, actually.
Your own. And Wei Wuxian's like, who said that you have to go inside the room of forbidden books? Wouldn't it be fine as long as your master can go in at will? The methods of tampering with the sheet music, he was probably also the one who taught you that, right?
Now, a person of power free to travel in and out of the cloud recesses at will. There is no need to say out loud who Suche's master was. Everyone knew. It could only be Lian Fengzun. How interesting.
Intertesting. And Wei Wuxian continues. He says,
Interesting.
He says, it was an idea of you two to capture the disciples of all the sects and attract so many people to Burial Mound. The mantis preys on the cicada, while the oriole on the mantis. He used his injuries as an excuse to avoid rousing suspicion and collaborated with you from the outside. One of you played a dark song to diminish the people's spiritual powers, while the other used the tiger seal to control the corpses on the mountain. In the end, thousands of people are annihilated at my place. Nobody would believe it if I wasn't the one who did it, right? You weren't afraid that you ran into me either. After all, Wei Wuxian's infamous name is known by everyone. With hatred both new and old, the excited crowd wouldn't listen to my protests at all. Perhaps it'd even stir up my killing intent and I'd slaughter everyone, sparing you all the work.
How laughable. It's laughable. Lian Fengzun is already the chief cultivator who leads the entire world of cultivation. It's not like he needs power or name. What benefit is there to him making so many people come to their deaths? Not only did you slander me, you dare slander Lian Fengzun as well.
If you say that I'm slandering you with such conviction, then do you dare play the battle song that the Moling Susek played to fend off the corpses on your way up the mountain, here in front of everyone?
He's like, because all of the Gusulan sex cultivators were here. If Susha played different from before, he'd be exposed at once and get his ass. And
it says, within the demon slaughtering cave, the crowd had been moving slowly away from the Moling Susek people.
God!
Isolating them. Wei Wuxian takes advantage of the opportunity. No? Sure, that's no problem. Why don't you check out what this is?
Ayo, Mr. got the evidence.
Mr. brought the receipts.
Mr. brought the damn receipts.
Mr. brought the damn receipts. He pulls out the pieces of paper that are missing.
Heyo.
That had been missing from the Book of Torment.
Yep.
And he says, did you really think we returned with nothing in our hands during our trip to Koi Tower? Inside of the secret chamber behind the bronze mirror in the Palace of Fragrance, Jin Guangyao had 2 torn-off pages from Collection of Turmoil. We found it already. As soon as I take you to Senior Lan Shiren to see if the melody that you just played was inside, the truth will come to light.
You're lying. How do I know that these aren't sheet music you randomly made up to slander me?
I can't possibly carry 2 pieces of sheet music with me at all times, ready to take them out on a moment's notice, can I?
No, but it'd be funny, huh?
It would. Anyways, whether I'm lying or not, Senior Lan Shiren will know once he looks at them.
And Susha's like,
because he thought it was a bluff at first, but Wei Wuxian is way too confident.
Oh yeah, he's smiling way too hard.
Exactly. He watches Lan Shiren's eyebrows furrow, and he gets a little bit nervous, and he goes, Senior Lan, watch out!
And
hey. And so he goes to grab the 2 pages, and Bichen is there.
Yep. Susha's trying to pull a yoink.
Yeah, Susha's trying to pull a yoink. So Bichen flies towards Susha, and Susha's sword responds to it. Immediately unsheaths.
Yep.
It was a trap!
It's a trap! It's a trap! Only after he blocked it did he realize he had been coaxed into a snafu.
He was coaxed into a snafu.
His sword done come out, because he's full of spiritual energy. His sword, we get his sword's name, which is non-ping, but we don't get a translation for it on the page, so I gotta look that the fuck up.
He's trying to pull a fast one. He pulled a fast one.
He pulled a fast one.
And then he failed.
I want to know, because I don't know what the fuck his stupid sword's name is.
It could mean so many things.
Non-ping. What you mean? What you mean?
Non-ping?
Non-ping? Let's see here. It has the characters for difficult and peace. So, he is being difficult.
Peace as in, peace and blessings? Or peace as in Piece of Me by Britney Spears?
Peace as in peace and blessings, y'all.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Cellophane, Mr. Sue Cellophane.
Difficult Piece of Me by Britney Spears.
Yes.
So yeah, but that's where the chapter ends. And next time...
piece of me?
You want a piece of me, Juju? Get my thing out. I didn't have it. So next time, it's going to be chapters 81 and 82. 1 and 2?
Excellent.
Or no, sorry. Parts 3 and 4 of Loyalty. I forgot to change that because I am a goofus.
Oh, that's okay.
It's
not
okay.
a goofus.
But before that, we got a Google Translate to look at.
Let's do some Google Translate Essence collection.
Got a pretty good selection today. I've got 3 of them. And as always, I am always asking the question, hey, remember Susha?
No.
So, these are all about your boy.
Are they now?
They're about your boy, Susha. This guy fucking sucks. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he sucks. He's terrible.
He is so fucking funny to read about. So I've got 3 of them. This first one's from Chinese. This one's just describing him as he's entering the scene, so...
Susha is still dressed in white, handsome, as if he was still in Lan's house. However, he later established a school in Moling, and no longer wears the forehead that symbolizes the restraint of himself. He just don't have a forehead anymore.
He just don't have one.
It's gone.
No, it just goes straight from the top of his
hairline, eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just eyebrows, hair. That's all you get.
God damn, that's robust.
That's some Monster Factory shit.
You lose forehead privileges when you leave the Lan sect.
Only the Lan sect gets a forehead.
That's right.
Handsome and handsome.
Handsome and handsome.
Handsome and handsome. Both. Okay, so this next one, stay with me on this one. So this one's coming to us from Russian. We got some good old Hanahaki disease going on.
Oh, God.
Our favorite...
Please tell me that Susha has Hanahaki disease for Jingguangyao.
You know he does.
Fuck yes!
He is coughing up some flowers due to Yao Mei, and
as you must,
as we all do.
Legally required Hanahaki disease for Yao Mei.
Unfortunately. And he is recollecting the time that he, learned about the funny flower horking disease from Niu Huaisong. Who told him about it, so back when they were studying in Gusu. And so this is his little recollection of that.
Nightmare, isn't it? Nie Huai-san asked with delight, and Su Min-shan crooked disgustedly. Why don't you stupid? You can't pick up that.
Why don't you stupid?
Why don't you stupid?
Disgustedly.
What the hell? Disgustedly.
Nightmare, isn't it?
Disgustedly.
Nightmare, isn't it?
Nightmare, isn't it?
He asked with delight.
God.
It's so bad, smiling.
It's so bad.
Why don't you stupid? Stupid. Alright, this last one. Oh, God. Okay, this last one is from Chinese. This is Susha talking. He's saying this in the middle of fucking Jiggy, so...
Oh, great.
Woo! Woo!
Everyone will discuss
Stop it
in the future, and everyone will oppose it, so if you don't have to worry about it, suppress, just ask him, have a fight. It can kill sac mattress, itching, and also make him shut up!
I hate you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I am divorcing you. And also make him shut up is a good way to end that, because that's how I feel right now.
I've upset many things on this desk. By providing SFX.
You have
Practical
profaned effects. Both this podcast and my desk.
You literally gave me the acting instructions and I took them.
I gave you context because that's what you asked for a million years ago when we started this bit.
I am also under the responsibility of reenacting these to the best of my ability and so as to entertain our guests.
Ask yourself.
And if that was not entertaining to our guests and they would like to give us feedback on it being not entertaining, I will refrain from doing it the next time you say that something is being recited mid-fuck. Thank you!
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that.
Sorry, I have that Wei Wuxian cross-examination spirit flowing through me still.
I have the spirit of ownage.
The spirit of ownage.
God.
That's right.
Suppress. Just ask him to have a fight. It can kill the Sick Master's itching.
Conceal, don't feel.
It can kill his itching.
Don't cure the itch.
Oh, God. The fucking worst segment thus
Why
far.
the fuck? But, like, why? Wow. I don't understand. That's worse than not looking at someone during. It's just having a strategic conversation with them while fucking them. What the hell?
I wish I knew
why
he was saying this.
Here's my thing. Susha is a top, but he's a service top.
Yeah.
And he's an extreme masochist, but only for Jiggy. Jiggy would definitely be the power bottom in this situation.
I hate this. It's true.
And a bloodthirsty sadist.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't think he would allow Susha to say anything during the act. He'd have a fucking ball gag in. Like, he's one of those. I'm 100% certain that Jiggy is one of those.
God.
He will not top, but he does everything else.
God. I'm gonna fucking die. Can we go to questions?
No! I want to talk more about this nasty shit. Let's move on to questions.
Patreon bonus episode where we just talk about this. What the fuck you want to call this? Good lord.
My extension, it's Jiggy's backstory in my BDSMAU.
God.
Absolutely.
This episode is a disaster.
You're welcome. This is why nobody wants me on their podcast, because I'm just the stinkiest.
The stinkiest. Stinky through an audio medium.
That's right. I'm a pioneer.
God, I guess he's gotta compensate for how things went after Daga.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to questions. If you have questions, I don't understand what.
Listen, he tried to be obedient and it didn't take. All right? We're moving on to questions. Am I wrong?
I don't want to say you are, or I don't want to say you're not, but I can't.
I'm not wrong. Thank you.
If you're courageous enough to have any kind of questions for us, or to continue listening to this podcast after this bit, and also after 15 minutes of us just looking at each other and saying Pog and Amung at the beginning of this episode, you can send questions to us at
amungpogchampionio@gmail.com.
God, at what the fuck are we? Cloud Recess Pod on Twitter, just one recess, or cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. Happy 2 minutes ago, Weed Minute, by the way.
Happy 2 minutes ago, Weed Minute! Yay! Your computer says 420 still.
Oh, okay.
So that counts.
That counts. Let's go to Tumblr first. We have a couple.
We're going to
here.
Tumblr.
Yeah.
Alright, our first question is from an anonymous friend. They ask, I found this body wash that says it's naturally derived, no bad vibes, which obviously makes me think about the opposite of that. So if Wei Wuxian started making unnaturally derived, all bad vibes bath products using demonic cultivation, what kinds of soap/lotion/bath bombs would he give people?
Unnaturally derived all bad vibes.
They would contain blood.
Yeah.
First of all.
What did they fucking keep saying in the chapter where he went into the Chuanwu? Corpse sludge?
Yeah, 100% corpse sludge.
Yeah.
Roses and carnations that you can only grow artificially. Of colors that you can only grow artificially, I should say.
And aloe vera extract.
Yeah. An aloe vera extract.
God.
I like that. All bad vibes. It'd just be... He would just, like, stand over the vat of product and just glare into it for an hour straight.
That's how you get bad vibes to happen.
That's right.
You yell at it.
You just go, no, you don't yell at it. You just like murmur really, really, really. You do fucking get you nasty. You're gonna regret the day you were born. And then you put it in a jar and you give it to people and they stop sleeping.
Yeah. Incredible.
God. Next question is also from Anonymous. They ask, I hate to bring Homestuck back into the conversation.
No, you don't.
No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. We're chastising you, but we're also chastising ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't need to preface it with, I hate to bring Homestuck back into the conversation. We all love to bring Homestuck back into the conversation, okay? I know. And they continue, I can't stop thinking about the parallels now that you guys brought it up. Wei Wuxian and Rose Lalonde both go grimdark. Yes. So many dead parents and siblings. Yes. Lan Wangji, literally Terezi mourning Vriska when she dies in the Doom timeline. Fuck! Underage drinking. A lot of people fundamentally misunderstand the characters, but maybe that falls under bad fandom. Sorry for long ask, I am a little bit sleep deprived.
Oh my
God. No
God.
problem whatsoever. You're absolutely dead on accurate with all of those.
Ray.
I hate it.
Rose Wuxian.
Rose Wuxian?
I'm just saying.
Rose Wuxian?
Wei Lalonde. No, Rose Lashonde is better.
Yeah, Rose Lashonde.
Wonky.
Lanaya?
Oh, God.
Lanaya Marjan.
God. Good fucking
We
God.
got it. Thank you. No, you're accurate on all counts.
Ugh.
Next question comes from friend of the show, the person whose ass I'm going to kick in League in like 2 days. I promise you this.
The person whose ass I'm going to kick in League in 4 days also.
I promise you this. It will be 2 Dog Pound Dubs, PR the Disaster.
We love you, PR.
We love you, PR. You're amazing. What's a song that you would be able to recognize within the first second that could send you into a blind rage?
Hey, soul sister.
Oh my God! Okay, oh God, I have so many. Hold on. Pain by Imagine Dragons.
I Kissed a Girl sends me into fucking chimpanzee rage. I get so mad.
Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Anything by Katy Perry.
Hold on. Imagine Dragons.
Oh my God. Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. My fucking store manager has the opening bars to that as her phone ringtone.
Oh my God. People also ask, did Imagine Dragons break up in 2020? Why is Imagine Dragons hated?
Have you listened to their music? Fuck, man.
Didn't we just do a meme about this type of shit on Twitter like last week?
Oh, Kings and Queens by Ava Max.
Oh God. Hey there, Delilah.
Oh no.
God.
Fuck you.
I really did hear that song in a thrift store, like, right before COVID, and it was the first time I had heard it in a long time, and, like, I kind of had nothing else on my mind, you know, when it came on, and so I was able to pay attention to it like I hadn't in a very long time, and I was like, God damn, this song is fucking awful. This song is just miserable.
Lyrics, composition, performance, all of it. Just a mistake.
Just terrible. There's an image of the Imagine Dragons man, and I want to punch this guy's face. Good God.
What is it? Oh, God. Oh, grow some eyebrows, bitch.
Ugh, anyway.
Yeah, literally anything by Imagine Dragons that has been on the radio in the past 10 years. If I hear the first 2 seconds of it, it's an automatic fucking skip. Automatic, literal, just volcanic meltdown. I'm not the same for the next 5 minutes.
Song that kills you when you hear it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what The song that Jiggy brain poisoned NMJ with.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Song of healing, baby.
A song of Imagine Dragons.
Song of chilling.
A song of chilling.
The song of thunder.
Song of thundered.
Lightning and the thunder.
Lightning and... what a garbage... Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh, Unsteady by X-Ambassadors. Fuck off!
There's so many bad songs, it's incredible.
Oh, that just like activated my anger node, just like thinking, oh god. No effort. All right, our next question is from
This
Anonymous.
is also the final question because we don't have any
friend.
on Tumblr.
This
or
is
on,
the
actually, we might have some on Discord.
We can take a peek.
Yeah.
Anonymous friend asks, I do love that Lon Sheeran is petty enough to not lift the silencing spell.
Yes.
And that MXTX felt it was important we knew that he at any time could have done that. So my question this episode is, when it comes time for doctor's visits of the MDS characters, who is fine? And who needs to cover their eyes before the doctor even brings in the needle?
Oh my god.
How many candies do Wei Wuxian, Ah Cheng, and Ji Yi manage to steal from the front desk?
All of
Wei
them.
Wuxian is the worst patient.
Oh yeah.
The absolute worst.
He throws such a fit every time.
He has to have 4 nurses hold him down to get a shot.
Owie! Oh no, ow, you're hurting me.
Stop,
And then
stop, stop, that's really sensitive. No, I can't look. Do you really have to give me a shot? Do I really need the vaccine?
London, hold my hand.
Do I really need to be vaccinated against MRSA? Like, is MRSA even really a thing anymore?
God,
just please, I don't want to do the needle.
Weighing.
Like, what?
Just grabs his hand, holds his hand real quick. And then the shot's done before he even realizes it.
Wait, Wuxian just pouts his way through it.
Yep. God.
Bloodton, you saved me.
You saved me. Stupid.
Jingyi would be terrible. Sishwei would be an absolute icon gem. Lan Wangji would do it just completely wordlessly and do whatever they asked him to do.
He does get a lollipop though.
He gets 2 lollipops just for being handsome. And just for being very easy to deal with.
For being handsome and a good boy.
Having literally no health problems at all.
Yeah.
Just coming in for a yearly checkup, same time, every single year, same day.
They diagnose him with handsome boy disease.
Yeah, he's got terminal handsome boy disease, but that's pretty much the only thing wrong with him.
Yeah. It's tragic. You know who can't look at needles just because, like, he can take anything else. Anything else is fine. I don't care how much blood there is. I don't care how much it hurts. But the needle freaks him out so fucking bad.
Who?
Daga. He cannot look at the needle. He's like, nope, just do it. Just do it.
He just looks away.
Yep.
He's like, I don't want to watch it going in.
Nope.
I don't want to know that it's happening. You don't need to count. Just do it.
Just do it. Hit me. I don't...
Sits there like clenching his teeth.
It just freaks him out. It's just too fucking weird.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Not even after years of testosterone. He can't even watch... He can't even watch himself give himself a jab, baby.
God.
He can't do it.
He's got tattoos and he just can't do it. It's the injection. It's that whole thing. No, it's freaky. No, I can't. No.
Absolutely. Oh my god. Who else is there?
Oh,
Who else would be funny?
Who's like really good at it? Johnson like tries his best to like not make a big deal out of it, but like he makes such a big deal out of I'm not making a big deal out of it that he makes a big deal out of it.
Yes, exactly. He tries too hard.
Yeah.
As he does in most things.
Yeah. No, I don't care about getting a shot. No, I can look. I'll look.
No, I'm good.
See, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Stares directly at his shoulder.
Yeah. No, it doesn't
And then
hurt.
has to look away.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I don't need a lollipop. I'm a grown man.
And then he walks out the office, he's like, I want a lollipop. He walks out of the office, he sees Wei Wuxian with 2 lollipops, and he's like, what the fuck? Damn it. God damn it. Whatever.
Idiot. Stupid. Gets a lollipop like a big baby. Idiot. Jerk. Whatever. See if I care.
Asshole.
Whatever. Weighing.
Not fair.
Whatever.
I was probably a much better boy.
I'm a big boy.
I was probably a much better, much bigger boy.
He's saying this at 35 years old.
Yes, exactly.
God.
That's the secret. Their children's rivalry will never end.
God. All right. We do have 2 questions from Discord.
Okay.
So first Discord question comes from a friend of the show, Sec Leader Tess at currently Discord nickname Most Unused Makeup Model.
Absolutely, Tess.
Who asked, how is a Jiggy and Shueyon friendship like both in canon verse and a modern AU? Well, we know what it's like in canon verse due to the Villainous Friends chapter. Basically, Jiggy is cleaning up after all of Shueyoung's delinquent messes. And that's why we hate him. Horrible. Now, modern, though, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, but just kind of translates like that.
Yeah.
You know? Terrible little man. That's... I don't like that they're friends. It's bad. It's not good for either of them.
I'm really not into it.
I don't like them. I don't like that they're friends. Like,
it's just dangerous.
Like, obviously, yeah, it's not good for anybody, the two of them being friends. It's bad. It's bad. And then another question, also from Tess. Earnest question. If things didn't go badly, how would most of you interact with the junior boys?
Oh.
Now, Jin Liang, is already uncle, and we know this.
Yes.
So if things didn't go badly,
He would at least have an uncle.
Yeah.
I don't know if Most Chuanyu was ever going to be necessarily super talented, so there might have even been a chance that he could have been training alongside some of the juniors. Like, he could have still been sort of a junior himself.
Mm-hmm. He is, I think, I want to say that he would have been, like, would he have fallen into, no, not really, I guess, no, because he's his uncle. But yeah, he isn't that much older than them. He's like...
Not really, no, he's like 24.
Yeah, so he's only like, he's not even 10 years older than them. So he
got a late start.
Yeah. So, I mean, he would definitely... I feel like it's kind of the thing where, like, if you have, like a cousin or something who's, like, a senior in high school while you're a freshman or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
It's not like... Or, like, I remember I went to a Montessori school that was, like, preschool, like, preschool, sometimes daycare to 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. And there was a kid in there, and he was a 2nd grader, and he had an uncle who was in the preschool.
Oh my god.
Just because of the way that, their I guess they were brothers, just the way that the brothers were. It was interesting. The way that the brothers were aged. Mm-hmm. That reminds me of that. Except it's not really like that, because Mo Xuanyu is only like 9 or 10 years older than Ji Liang. Mm-hmm. So it's really not that big of a jump, especially when you're talking about, like, immortal people.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they'd, like, it's just, like, you know, having somebody who's a little bit older than you and a little bit more, experienced,
Yeah. Just a touch of a mentor type.
Yeah. You know how it is.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Mo Xuanyu is such a good boy.
I feel like he'd be in a good, I feel like it'd do him good to be, you know, to have that kind of...
Sort of a mentor type one.
Yeah. I think it'd be cute to see him in a mentor kind of role.
It'd be awesome. It'd be very encouraging for him.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be nice to, it'd give him some confidence, which he needs. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our questions. Pretty good. So let's get into housekeeping. Clean this up.
Clean a little house.
Yeah. We have Patreon.
We do.
Where we need to do some bonus content.
Oh, yeah, we've got to record some bonus content. Sorry, the work schedule has been.
It has been a hell of a thing.
Very not affording me a whole lot of extra time to do the things that I need to do, which is pretty much always the situation.
Yikes.
Lately, it seems like.
But yeah, patreon.com/podrecesses. $1 a month, you get the Disciple role in our Discord. You get access to the bonus content, which includes Choose and Get iPad, where we read Scum Villain, #Bless Up, where we watch Donghua, with friend of the Us Colin, Untamed commentary tracks, stuff.
All of it.
All of it. $5 a month, you get all that, you get the Sec Leader role in our Discord, you get bonus content access, you get a thank you shout out on the episodes, and you get a little Comrade NMJ mini print. And then finally, $10 a month, you become a chief cultivator of the entire Pod Recesses world. That is your Discord role. You get all the stuff we just talked about, and you get a Wall of 3,000 Takes poster, which will be happening. So with that, thank you to our $5 Sec Leaders, Lena, Audrey F., Olivia, name redacted, Sky, Essie, Rast, Tracy Ray B, and 690 Sec Leader Sarah. Thank you for supporting us.
690 Textile King Sarah. And thank you to our $10 chief cultivators of the show, the Scout, the Colin, the Caroline, the Jay, the Jenna, the Rachel W, the Milk, and the Kirsten S.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate your continued support.
Always. Thank you also to Noisepace.xyz and Sec Leader Matt for being our podcast network and host.
There's lots of wonderful podcasts on there. The 2 podcasts we mentioned with Argyle are on there.
Yeah.
Pot of Greed is, Pot of Greed is a Noisepace podcast.
Yep.
I got that right this time.
And so is Kamurocho Radio, if you want to hear them talk about Yakuza.
Radio. It is a Yakuza podcast. Pot of Greed is, of course, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. They're doing GX right now. I just recently guested on an episode. It was a ball. Several hosts. All wonderful people. Go check it out.
Hell yeah. You can also check out some other podcasts on there. There's a new one called Video Games the Movie the Podcast, which is a fucking excellent
starring a Pot of Greed co-host, Dan. Good old Dan.
You can check out Kyle XY.
Why?
I'm dropping that one because of a special reason coming up.
Starring Funny One Sam and Jordan.
You can also check out Fear Baiting. If you want to hear about some horror movies.
Check out Fear Baiting with the Sarah.
Lots of podcasts. Once again, my name is Roy. That's what I'm called. I'm on Twitter at _Benui_, also at Yelling Hypebeast, which is my Mode Outside blog. You can also check out my Creepypasta podcast, also on Noisepace, which is called Not a Roy's Nightmare in Arrow, where right now I'm doing Jeff July, so all of the episodes this month, which I'm doing weekly episodes this month, celebrating our friend and boy Jeff the Killer.
He's out here.
We just had a very fucking good episode with previous guest of This podcast, Janosch, where we read some crossovers.
Janosch, really,
out here doing it. Fallon popped on for that one.
I did, because literally I walked into the home upon immediately Roy saying the words, Heather's the Musical. And the switch within me flipped. And I came on to inconsiderately holler on someone else's podcast.
It's good. And also he fights the Joker.
He does fight the clown prince of crime.
You can also check out all of my general shit at royhub.card.co.
It's Royhub's time.
Bear?
I am Fallon. You can find me on Twitter at America's Burden. That's pretty much all I'm up to. I'm locked, but if you want to do a follow request, it's totally fine.
It's good. You can find Pod Recesses, the podcast of the show, at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. Also on twitter.com/cloudrecess, just one recess pod. We are on the podcast apps. We are on the websites. Like, rate, comment, subscribe, YouTube. You can join
Engage!
And if you are 18 and up, you can join our Discord where we talk about stuff.
Anything. Everything.
Link is in the description. And hey, do you know what we say at the end of every episode, Ray?
Semper Body!
Semper Benui, you are all my nephews now.
Devil has been solved.
Devil has been solved.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.